Hello everyone, that's too loud for me. Okay, let's just jump right in. So, off camera, earlier today I made a texture for the road. I think last night we had this texture started. Tweaked the cracks because they felt too big. Things like that. So, there's still some more that we gotta clean up. So let's get into it, I guess. I don't know what to take it, so let's just go there. It's tons of art to do, but I'm probably not going to do art streams every night. Probably taking breaks between code and art. But for now, let's do this.
I think we're done, then you
So it is going to be the town.
I calm down and watch it dry, and there it
that is just like a discolored portion of the road, so it's this type here. In our textures, maybe like this, we can create yet another variant, so we'll call it variant F. Use smart objects. Alt Shift R. Ha. Open F up. We can get rid of all these layers, they're not needed. Ooh.
mind and body just can't agree.
Great. Get rid of those two layers.
What I should do when I don't feel free.
Just to get rid of this one
You're
too.
not holding me back.
So that was the texture that I put on there, right? So foreground goes to the pattern, and I'm
I lose my self-restraint. I think we're done.
in order to add those darker, lighter areas, in this case it's lighter, we can try that. Let's see what happens.
And there it is, bye.
So we'll go just the next step up in the lightness. Wouldn't mind that pattern being on a different layer than the solid gray, but it's not. We could just get rid of it altogether, that would too. So let's do non-organic.
I lose my self-restraint. I think we're done.
Try that.
Then you add more pain.
We can get rid of this, I think, from that whole layer. And we're going to turn this back on.
And there it is, mine.
Let us in the wrong spot. That's okay. So let's go back into it. Turn this back on. Turn this off. There we go. Let's get the save change on.
I'm the landscape you need to see. You are the artist I'll never be. Stay
Now I can
with
turn it off in
me
its
and
position
I
again.
have no doubt you'll make a painting that
Turn this
makes
on.
you proud.
Save. Go into Unity. Interesting. Pick that song next.
Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy?
This
Now
one.
feeling lost without
Spread
you,
energy.
and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Tell me
28.
why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now feeling lost without you, and I just can't
That's
be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night
Back
long.
in the scene. Select this one. Go to this. Drag that in there instead, and we get that many that close together looks like two, but I think it was just one random by itself. Okay.
Why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy?
That is a direct painted one, so we can select that instead. Switch file in here. None of these. let's just close out Unity altogether. I think that might fix it. I haven't shut down Unity for days. And start it back up.
Without you and I just can't be. Without you, baby, want you all night long. Want you all night long. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, all your love, all your love.
Also, off camera, fix some of these tile or these textures. The grass had the incorrect textures, but it was like a brown dirt color foreshadowing instead of paved road color. Fire, you there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Fire, when did you come in?
Like about 5 minutes ago, I even said hi, and you totally just like ignored me.
Yeah, you're super quiet. Gosh.
Is that better?
For me, not really, but I have sounds turned way down right now. Trying to fix it. See if I can. Where's the mixer? Maybe Discord's way down or something. Nope, it's all the way up. Be quiet.
I
I
don't
got
know.
you cranked all the way.
Let me check my end.
Well, not on stream, Fire. Jeez. Wait a minute. What happened?
Test. How's that?
I can hear you good now. I got you turned way up.
Okay.
Why are these not right at all now? I changed to the tile map, didn't save?
The only way to purchase bits is PayPal or Amazon Pay. You can't just like use a card.
I have no idea. I've never done it. I know you can watch ads on Twitch too. Get free ones.
Well, no, I was actually going to buy some and throw them your way, but you know, apparently they don't like credit cards.
Don't do that, Barry. Not doing this for bits and stuff. You keep your bits.
Yeah, well, I want my name at the top of that list.
You know who's at the top of the list, right?
That's Reaper, ain't it?
Uh-huh. Like, he'll come in and drop 5 or 6 bits.
Yeah, I was
Night,
gonna drop
but
a.
it's
I
just-
was gonna drop $1,000.
Like, oh, wow.
It's only $10.
Right. But you're going to blow him out of the water. What in the world? Okay, so that one's... Well, that one we haven't updated yet. What is going on?
So you ready to share in my good news?
What's the good news?
I get to spend $2,600 on a computer.
Whoa.
Right? That's what I said.
Whoa.
Threadripper, here I come.
So you're going to stream with me then, Fire, huh?
Oh, yes.
Dang. That's some nice change. You get a bonus or
Yeah.
something?
No, taxes.
Oh, dang. That's some serious change back from that. Nice.
Yeah, well, it's only been about 20 years since I upgraded my computer.
Right. Now I might be the oldest one. The oldest, like, I know I've got new parts, but the actual motherboard and processor, like, the original when I got this computer. Well, okay. Until Air actually gets his new one, whatever.
Right.
That, assuming he ever comes back. Gosh, what happened to these? I'm very confused as to what's going on. Okay, so like there were cracks here for sure. So this must have been the cracked one. Why didn't that save? That's got me worried. But it shows as the cracked one when I go to it. What is going on?
Tech crack's not good for you, man. You should get off the crack.
Yeah. That's updated. Why isn't this updated?
Did you hit that F5 button you always forget about?
No. Put it in there again. Nothing. Okay, let's change it to a different one. Then change it back to that one. And oh, and it decided to fix all of them when I did that, not just the one I was changing. Okay. Oh, look at it. It finally updated the tile map down here, so I'm going to save it. Wow. That was buggy. So it was this tile I think we were trying to fix. I went in here to begin with. Come on, where are you? Oh, it's already updated. Okay, so what I wanted to do was this. Grab that and paint over some of these, just so there's not so much there. There was too many of those. Okay. There's probably too many of these pothole looking things too.
It's looking like a ghetto town right now.
Yeah, I know.
You need to talk to the mayor.
Need to set up a rule tile that'll just draw it all for me and randomly pick them instead of having these clumps of crap. Like all those grass turds. Guys, you got 2 potholes by his house? Nope. Too much. There we go. It's toned down a bit now. Okay. So, grab one of these. So you got all the parts picked out and everything then?
That's why I wanted to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
I definitely want to stay with AMD or yeah, AMD.
I haven't built an AMD system since the 90s, probably. Back when they were like the fastest thing around and gave Intel a heart attack.
Well, I'd say start with a 12-core processor and work from there.
You want to take it all the way, huh?
Oh yeah. I don't want to upgrade until I'm 80, okay?
I don't know how much then the processors and stuff are for AMD, but I know you can get up there quite quickly if you're going to not want to upgrade for a long time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would focus on, if you're going to do AMD, that kind of picks a lot of the parts for you, right? You know, your motherboard has to be AMD compatible, like pretty much determines the RAM then once you get that. And that type of stuff. But are you going to go NVIDIA for the graphics card, or are you going AMD?
Yes.
NVIDIA?
Yeah, NVIDIA. Yeah, I don't trust anything but.
Yeah. Which is not a good indication of the state of gaming cards. Like, there needs to be more competition for sure.
Yeah. It would definitely drop the price down on them too.
Uh-huh. So just erase it. That entire layer needs to be gone.
Where's the one that I was looking at the other day? Like, I was looking at a couple of pre-built ones the other day.
Hey, Lord Smooches. Pretty good today. How's it going for you? Working on the game, nice. New one. Oh, we don't need to even do that. We're gonna go just like we did the other day, down and to the right, and we're going to grab the lighter color. Wait, that lighter color was right there. Fire, if you build up a system on PC Part Picker, I'm sure all the guys would be interested in taking a look at it to see. It's good.
You mean so they can drool over the specs?
So, like, me, like, when I upgrade my computers, I usually stick with the same monitor, same keyboard, same mouse. Because, like, those are things, like, I've already upgraded, or they upgrade independent of the computer. But, like, when I bought my wife's computer, I had to buy a monitor and stuff, and I was not ready for that price, right? We got her a big old monitor, and it was not cheap. So if you're thinking of upgrading your monitor, make sure you keep that in your budget too when you're pricing out everything else.
Monitor, I was just thinking about using another TV.
There you go.
Because I mean, technically, I already have I think it's a 35-inch TV that I'm using, and it's 1080.
There you go. Yeah.
And I mean, while I wouldn't mind seeing 4K, it's not really that important.
Yeah. Just means you need a faster computer.
Right.
To keep up with the 4K picture.
But yeah, I do want to start streaming. That's the entire reason why I want to get a good computer now.
Nice. Like that. This one. Let's move it back. Save the scene. There we go. Got rid of all the old textures besides the water transition in this hill, I think, for the ground layer stuff. Like, I know the houses and all that needs to be changed up, but one step at a time. Now,
Start a system build.
the water's going to be more difficult because while it's still here, it is animated. That means each one needs 4 pictures. At least. Come on, play the game.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't even think there was that many freaking cores on a processor.
What do they got?
$1,700 for an AMD Threadripper 32 core. That's
Probably overkill. I mean,
that's complete overkill. There's no way I'm getting that. No way.
Right.
Like I was gonna stop at 12.
So I don't know how AMD does it, but I've got 6 actual cores in mine and 12 threads, and my CPU is never the bottleneck for gaming or streaming or anything. It's just not. Don't do that many things at the same time. Even though, like, look at it right now, it's at 40%, but if I break this down into all logical cores, it's spread pretty even. Sometimes you'll see, like, this one's working harder than the rest of the cores because, like, this is probably the one that OBS is using.
Okay.
That type of thing. So the speed of an individual core in gaming terms is often more important than having multiple cores. I wouldn't go less than 4 cores anymore, though, because our games are starting to realize people have more cores and can utilize them for different things. Like maybe your
that's
AI
what I'm
processing
running
one
is a
and
quad
stuff.
core.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
the least I'm gonna probably go would be an 8 core.
Yep.
For sure.
And you know, I guess what I'm saying is if you've got two systems that are one's like an 8 core and one's like a 10 core, and the 8 core is a faster CPU, like clock speed, you might want to consider going with that 8. It might get you better unless you're gonna do like 3D rendering or stuff like that. Not like 3D modeling kind of rendering, right? Like you're gonna build your own 3D models, not gaming. Even then, it's not CPU usually. Well, what I was gonna show was I need to get my main scene up first, though. But if I play this and start and go up from here. So this water is animated ever so slightly. It just like kind of pulsates. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not enough in my taste. Especially at the current animation frame rate, it's too fast. And I never noticed it before. And it makes this look like it's flickering. And it just not quite right? It doesn't. It could be better. If I zoom in, you can see it a little bit better. So it's like the waves are just lapping up on the shore. There's no real wave action going across the water. I'm okay with it just lapping up and down on the shore, but it needs to look better than this. How I'm going to accomplish that? I have no idea. What I do know, though, is I can basically take this type of edging, put it on that part, and then make the dirt beneath that. Select one of these tiles. How much is it using for each? So it's like less than a third. That's almost like 25, 50%, and 25%. Somewhere around there. Oh, let's just get into it. See how messy it'll be. Actually, one more thing. Get this tile. We want the low colliders for this one. It's the animation, and it is 4 different frames. Here is the tile set that he had. I don't think that I've used this type of tile anywhere. I've only used these. Wait, I take it back. The desert scene might have it. I could find it. I did. Okay. Well, it's 4 tiles nonetheless. Focus on the green ones first. So let's get a new... What's the size of this image? 2048. I almost want to copy this as a new name, because then it's going to have this section built out with the rotated images. Let's do that. File, save as, water tech. Okay, get rid of this. Need to focus on this area basically. It's all those. I'm gonna get rid of them at the risk of probably needing them later. Okay. Let's get that color that we're gonna use for the blue. here. Oh. Workout color. So now I need the sides. So this side is taking up 1 square. If we take the dirt out to say there, then the water has these 2 and it can lap up into this 3rd one there. Wait, the water be there and there. I'm looking at this wrong. That blue's throwing me off. Can't see the difference. Okay, so there's this one, this one, this one, and this one. If we put the dirt out to about here approximately, the water could be completely here, say even up to there, and then go up into there. I think I need to design one of these and then start using that as a template for the others, maybe. Let's just go for one. Okay, so the green. I'm gonna go ahead and put the blue here so we can see it. And this is not the dirt ones, great. So I need to get the dirt colors back. Which one was the dirt? Must have been this. So that. Oops. Contiguous. What is going on? Oh, the light edge. And then I think I'm going to extend down the dirt some more than that though, right? So let's grab this color. Let's create another layer. Sure. That one's going to go like what? To me, this color looks wrong. It is wrong. It's wrong for this context. It should be the darker color. Because if it was wet, it would be darker. So maybe this goes away. And then this gets its light edge, filling in those gaps. Let's get in close here. Oop. Pixels wide are we? 1, 2, 3. I want this to tiles while I'm checking this, right? 1, 2, 3. grab this. Let's expand it. 4 pixels, I guess. And just fill it in. That'll be the low water part, I think. And then we need to do this and expand it one more. Go to a brand new layer. Roth. I don't know. We'll see. This color. Gotta fill that color in there. Let's expand that one more and do it.
What's the difference between a full tower and a mid tower?
The
Case?
height. The height.
Okay.
Mid tower is gonna be smaller. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It depends on what you want to do. Full towers
Okay.
can be kind of beasty, but if you want to put like a lot of hard drives in them, then they have the room for them. If you go
Alright.
with a mid tower, just make sure that the size of the case will accommodate the size of the video card that you're after, because some of the newer graphics cards are quite long.
All right. And on that note, I'll go with full.
I have a mid case. I'm just saying, make sure it's big enough. That's all.
Yeah, but I like the future proof.
Like, it's gonna be big. Check the dimensions on it before you click buy on it, right?
Oh, I'm just still building it now.
Right.
I haven't even gotten my return back yet, so.
Yeah. Now, do I put a white or a even lighter color in, I should say? Which is this? That is the next question. Grab, say, this from this layer. And put it on this one, move the selection over, G for that. It's not too bad. And then what happens if I do this? That could be our animation. For the different frames. Okay, so the shore was like 4 wide, right? I don't remember.
Are these people crazy? They want to charge $32 extra just for the black version. Otherwise, it's white.
Case my wife got was pretty cool. It was glass panel, whitish metal frame with glass panels on top and on the front too, like a smoky
Nice.
glass color. Makes it look really nice, which was important to her, so that's why we got the glass one. She picked out the case. I picked out all the other parts besides the motor.
Well, it don't matter if it works. It's just got to look good, okay?
You've talked to her before. Just kidding. Ah, come on. Control Shift C, Control Shift V. There we go. Now, if I take that and move it all the way up to the top, does it line up? It does not, but it's only the ocean part that doesn't line up, so let's just make it line up. we will edit those layers. Ta-da! So now if I grab those, copy them. Can you copy those layers and paste them into a different object? Maybe. Find out. So we need this one. Next. Nah, it doesn't paste it. Crap. So select all, Control Shift C. That's gonna merge them though. The blue I don't need. That's just this one. Control C. V. Control C. Control V. Wait. Do Control C. Shift V. There we go. Control C. Control Shift V. Oh, cool. That's the color I didn't need to grab, but whatever. Control C. Shift V. Okay, and then I need to grab this shoreline. Control C. Shift D. On top of everything. Okay, this gray colors need to go. What? That one needs to be which color?
Do all motherboards come with a cable or with a plug for internet? Or am I gonna have to get a card?
Not all will, but most do anymore.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I actually think I have the card here anyway that I'm not using.
It would be called Ethernet, probably. And it probably has like 10/100/1000 or something like that beside it. That tells you the speed of that one.
That's not good. Where is it? There it is. Oh yeah, it's got built-in Wi-Fi too.
Oh, okay. Certainly nothing wrong with Wi-Fi, but if I were gaming and streaming, I'd want to do wired.
Oh
Possible.
God, you know me. I don't do anything but wired.
Okay. Good.
Onboard Ethernet 2 times 1000 megabits.
It's two of them. Cool.
What in good God's name would you need 2 of them for?
Two different networks, man. Is it a gaming motherboard?
I'm only gonna assume.
Okay, that's probably why. Gaming motherboards often put flashy features that sound cool that aren't really
Necessary.
necessary or worth it. Like if you're playing a game with someone else in your house, you're still fast enough with just one, right? For that type of thing. But like you're transferring files around your house, then yeah, maybe having an extra one could make it faster because you can send half the packets down one and half the packets down the other, but you have to do a special setup to allow that to happen. But your home internet's gonna be slower than that anyway, right? That's not a ding against your home internet. That's just in general. Like, who has 2 gigabit internet? Nobody. Unless you're in Korea or something. Is that
I was
what we
gonna
got?
say Japan,
Right.
and actually I think they're up to 10 or 100 megabits, or yeah, they're fast. Like before they even realize they need to go on the internet, they're already done with their search.
They're like, what's this information for? I didn't know I needed this, but I do. How am I going to do this? If I move this up, all the way up, and I can see where it is and I can manipulate it maybe. But the ends are really the important part. Let's move this back down. Let's grab the color. We're on that layer. Let's get a bigger brush. These island things are going to be where my plan's going to fall apart. Go back to Unity real quick. I'm also realizing that I'm basically setting these up to look like the roads, just in the water. And that's not what I want to do. Yeah, let's get rid of the islands altogether. These are just bumps out, basically. So let's do that.
Well,
okay. This needs to be moved over as well. That's nice and healthy wide. Grab that color. Why is it not changing to the tool I pick all the time? Select that. Small brush. And fill in the spot that was too small. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got this color. Oops. Yeah, it's right there.
okay, something's wrong. I'm well under my limit here, so I must have done something wrong.
When you said something's wrong, the first thing in my mind I thought you were going to say was, I didn't spend enough money. Well, what graphics card did you put on there? Because that's a quick way to spend a bunch of money.
The Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1070, 8 gigabyte.
Should be fast enough. You can even do VR with that.
I'm saying.
'Cause
I only got one though.
that's what I did VR with. The exact card. In fact, my son has a 1060, and for Christmas we got him a Windows Mixed Reality, which is a cheaper headset, but he still does VR with it.
Huh.
So, what you're talking about's enough.
Now all I do to like show it off is like post this permalink thing, right?
Yeah.
All right.
2, 3, 4.
All right, TS Craft, prepare for jealousy.
You mind if I show it on the stream fire?
Go for it. Go for it.
I want to see what you got. Okay, Threadripper, 3.5 gigahertz. Arctic CPU cooler, motherboard.
Yeah, let me know if I forgot anything.
It's 32 gigs RAM. Like, there's nothing wrong with 32 gigs RAM, but it's probably actually more than you need. So if you did need to save money, that's one way you could.
Yeah. Did you not hear me?
I know.
Spend.
I know. The solid state drive. If you really want to spend more,
Yeah, I know. I could upgrade the solid state.
solid state to an NVMe, assuming your motherboard supports it. My wife has an NVMe M.2 drive, and it's like the size of a USB stick, right? But without any of the plastic around it, so it's smaller physically, and you just plug it right into the motherboard. That sucker boots so fast. It's like I've had people say, "Oh, they're not that much faster than the solid state drive," but then I've gone off and seen videos of people like loading games and stuff. They're fast. Like they compare to solid state to an M.2 to a traditional hard drive. The hard drive was ridiculously slow, like minutes loading time in this game, but like the M.2 and the solid state, the M.2 beat it every time. It wasn't significant. It wasn't like it was a whole minute faster, but it was like 2 or 3 seconds, right? Oh, if you want faster, that's the way to go faster.
I'm pretty sure this will be fast enough.
Probably. Depends on how fast that particular SSD is. I don't know about the Crucial MX500. So you got a 2 terabyte hard drive. Force.
Not that it's really necessary for the 2 terabyte hard drive, because I technically have that 3 terabyte external that I'd be using anyway.
How big was the SSD? Was it? I didn't look.
The solid state, that's 250, I believe.
So that's something. If you're really looking for more money, get a bigger one.
All right.
Because I've got a 250 and it's constantly full on my operating system drive. Like I have basically no games on there. Not because Windows uses that much, although it has kind of gotten into a pig, but you know, all the different programs I have installed that I really don't want to move off of that drive.
All right. You might be talking me into a 500 gig.
Not that I'm trying to make you spend more money, but
No.
I want to make sure it works for you good.
Right. Right.
Okay.
I appreciate the help. Let me tell you.
The optical drive you've chosen, are you sure you need it? Maybe if you're going to watch movies.
Right. I like
Okay.
Blu-ray movies.
Okay. Because, like, what do you buy that's you go to the store anymore, right? It's like download it from Steam. Nothing comes on CD hardly.
Plus, not only that, I'm going to have to transfer my CDs onto my computer somehow. I mean...
Okay. Case fans. You got everything but a monitor, but you're going to do TV, you said, so there you go.
Yep. Yeah, I don't
Nice.
need a monitor. Yeah, that ain't bad at all. That is nowhere near what I thought it would be.
Right. And so don't take my reading through this in 2 seconds as this is all going to be compatible with each other, right? I don't know yet.
Well, it says it's not, or it is. If you go
Right.
to the top.
But I would look at the motherboard, make sure the motherboard supports that much RAM. Looks like it does. Make sure it supports the type of RAM that you've chosen. Those type of things. I'm paranoid about buying a bunch of parts and then getting it home and like, oh, it doesn't fit in this case. That sucks. I got to go buy a different case now. When I get the computer parts, I want it to boot up first or
Do
second
you
try and not have to go back. to the
see
store.
anything I would be missing? I
No,
would
so that's one of the benefits of doing the site, right? It would have a big blank thing here if you didn't pick some. I mean, yeah, like on the original, I guess when you did it, it was at this part list. So what are the other ones? Expansion network cards, as long as it's got a network card in it, like you said it did, you should be fine. My speakers, accessories, yeah, you got everything.
Okay, I'm just making sure I
Software.
don't need to get like
Oh.
a cable.
Does either the CPU or the cooler come with the paste?
No, I don't think.
It may not say on here. You might have to go to like the site that you're actually going to buy it from. So let's say Newegg. That particular part. It doesn't say anywhere. Thermal compound could be what it's called too. Yeah. They're not expensive, but it's one of those things like if you don't have it and you're like itching to get on your new computer and all the parts are sitting there, you wish you would add it.
All right. Okay, maybe we should throw some on there then, just in case.
Maybe the CPU has it. I don't know how AMD does their parts. I'm assuming it's probably just by itself. Huh.
What?
Is Amazon really the cheapest?
Yeah, it is. I know. I almost had a heart attack laughing too.
Do you see the availability though?
Uh huh.
Out of stock.
Well, of course it is, because they're the cheapest price around.
I don't know if it's gonna say.
Well, I'll just get some if I needed a. I'll have it. And...
I mean, if you've got a computer store near you, you can always go to that too.
Oh yeah, there's Best Buys all over the place around here.
There you go. And if you don't end up with it, you need it, you can go there. I'm assuming they would have it.
Oh yeah, I suppose I should tell these guys on Discord what that actually is for.
Ask them for a review. Like, Aragorn's pretty good at looking at part lists and saying, hey, this might be a little bit better for you. 'Cause he did it with Air a couple times. Just noticing that doesn't quite line up. Okay, let's grab this one then. A selection all the way out to here. Control Shift C.
Oh my god, I still can't wait until I get my new keyboard because I'm so sick of my N button not working. Got a brand spanking new keyboard for Christmas from my brother. Gaming keyboard. And the N is already not working. I barely even touched that key.
Wow. That's pretty crappy.
Yeah, that is.
That's not much time for it to fail. Like, that might even be under warranty fire. Depending on what kind of keyboard it is.
Logitech, I think. Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but I would think that they would have a warranty on that.
Yeah, if I was an intelligent person and actually saved all the booklets and everything.
Still, they might honor it. I'm assuming I think at the bottom of it's got a model number or something. It might even have a manufacture date on it. If you got it in, for Christmas, it's been what, 2 months and it's broke? Not even that. Month and a half?
Yeah.
So let's say they made it 6 months before. It hasn't been a year for a year warranty. Okay, let's save that one. See how it looks in the scene here.
I'll be right back. I gotta smoke a cigarette.
Okay. Variant B then. Okay, let's get big old eraser out. Get rid of the island again. Awesome. Little pieces are on their own layers. There we go. So we want to grab that color. That color. Oop. Oop. On tool. Wrong layer. In fact, let's just delete that layer. This one. Grab that. Just grabbing everything. There we go. I'm gonna grab that layer. Okay, and we want to expand it 4 pixels. Fill it in. Let's grab our dark blue, mainly so we can just see it. Okay, and then this light blue. Let's grab this again and just go 1, 2, and we're going to create a new layer. Move that underneath everything. This lighter blue, move over 1, new layer, everything in the right order. There we go. Now, when we go to animate, we can take this That'll do, but we need the grass to be on top of it. So we take dark. One, two, three, four. Okay. Let's see how that does. Save. Let's save this. Let's take it into Unity. Gonna come in here. We're gonna have water tech. We're going to say 128. Sprite editor. No, not yet. We want to go point automatic multi sprite editor. Apply. Zoom. We want to slice 28. It's gonna slice like 4 trillion things, isn't it? Oh no, it didn't. Cool. Yeah, that's what I want. Apply. So now in this scene, if we select this, with the right layer selected, which we don't have one for that. That was awesome. Let's grab that one. So this would be this sprite. And it doesn't update because apparently that is not the sprite that's shown. It's the last one. This has no undo history. Nice. So the next one's gonna be that one. Let's change it back right now. Trying to play through my head what's the most efficient way for me to create the other frames of animation, knowing that I might need to make variations to this down the road. What's a low collider versus a collider? So I had the concept of something that was a collider that I would need to stop the player and stop projectiles, meaning I shoot an arrow, right? And that was what I was doing for everything. I had just colliders. And then I realized, why shouldn't I be able to shoot an arrow from here across the water to over here? The player shouldn't walk into the water. And that's where I come up with the idea of a low collider, meaning something that would stop you from physically walking there, but the projectiles could shoot across it. There's another example I have in my dungeons where there's a pit that you can shoot an arrow across the pit if there's another bridge on the other side of it or something like that, that you could hit the enemy there, but you can't physically walk there. So it's a separate collider on a separate layer that I called low colliders. You could have named it anything. Low is just what I came up with. And then in my project settings, under 2D physics, I made projectiles. Where is it? Projectiles. Ignore low colliders. If I can see it in here somewhere. Projectiles, ignore projectiles. Where's low colliders? There's low colliders. That's attackers. I'm not seeing it right now as I look at it, but I have it set so that you can shoot across it. Why am I not seeing it? It's all attacker. I think this got messed up. I think that should be low collider, or projectiles should ignore all those things. I could have very easily called it water. It's doing the same thing as water. But not everything in my game that will need this attribute will be called water. Yeah, low colliders is there. Projectiles is there. There. So this one. So low colliders cannot hit projectiles. So yeah, projectiles ignore traps, low colliders, attackers, and other projectiles. So you can't hit 2 arrows in midair. No Robin Hood midair. Fine, turn off the... There we go. So how am I going to do the... And welcome, by the way, Robodub. I would be more gung-ho about creating the animation itself for this particular one by itself if I knew for sure that I was never going to change this, and I know for sure I am going to change this, and that's my holdup. Right? Like, I don't want to redo it again 4 times later. I know I'm going to change it because I don't like the way the shore looks. I don't like that it's a solid color. It needs to be something other than that, because the shore is kind of big compared to the other things that we've left a solid color. So by that I mean this is a solid color, but it's like 3 pixels wide at most, 2 pixels wide. You have to get that close to see it. When you're out here where you're playing the game, you're not going to notice it. There you can kind of see it. It's not going to be that color though. It's going to be a shade in between the two of them, and I don't think I have that in my color palette. Any reason you're replacing the Unity tile set? You mean this stuff? Like these textures? Yeah, well, those don't come with the Unity. They're assets from the asset store that I got. I've been told by many people that they look like asset stores assets, and they makes the game look like it's an asset store flip, which has a bad reputation. So in order to avoid that bad reputation, that's why I'm trying to create my own. They're not final assets that I'm creating. This is basically a trial right now of if I can create my own or not, right? And I'm fully aware that it will take me a lot more time to do it the proper way. But these placeholders will be close enough that I can get started with it.
I is back.
You finally transform, huh? Let's get the corners too. This corner. So we need to grab the dark blue. There, put it there, fill it in with this. Okay, grab the dark brown. Grab this. That. Awesome how the dark one's now the one that says light, and the light one's the one that says dark, but whatever. That won't confuse me in months down the road when I'm trying to make this all work. What is going on? Dirt edge, this color. Paint you. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this. Not that, this. Yep. And I'm gonna go expand 4 pixels. G. There we go. And expand again by 1 pixel, I think. 2 pixels. There we go. And that'll be our color for this. And then select, modify, expand 1 pixel. That'll be this lighter color. Oop. Oh crap. More layers. Let's grab this one. Modify. And 2. Get the right color. Expand 1. So what you gonna stream when you get your new PC, Fire?
Well, first and foremost, World of Tanks.
Oh.
Because I got to show people how to blow stuff up.
You're gonna be one of them rager streamers, huh?
Well, I got to show them how to properly rage. I mean, you know, there's a right and a wrong way of doing it.
Raging with Fiery, that's what you can call it. Oh.
Then, I mean, anything really. Really doesn't matter. The real question is going to be, what are we going to stream together?
I've given up on playing video games with Fiery.
No, you haven't. You just haven't had a good reason to.
I haven't played a video game literally this year.
Okay, the year hasn't been that long there, Tech.
Hey, it's the 6th of February. That's a long time for an addict, okay? Don't they get a 21-day card or coin or something? Should never erase that corner correction thing I did there. That's okay. That's just like a pixel off, and it just makes it look like it's a part of the normal ups and downs of it. This is all jank right here, and this is all jank right there. But this is the piece that extends here, so will that tile right if I mess with that? And it doesn't tile right here either. That same piece. So that same piece needs pulled in here. And out there. What? What did I screw up? Wait, this needs pulled out. That's what that is. Okay, let's fix the corner first. Make it bigger. Here. It's gonna be fun. Okay, let's see how that looks. Needs more. Probably like 2 more for the water portion, which means the brown part needs 2 more. This is okay, the light brown. Oh, wrong layers. Light blue. Dark blue. Save that. That lines up now. This is still off. This is better. This one's off though. Let's grab that variant B, I think. Yep. So I can see where this is messed up as well. So we can grab that. It's that layer. Save that. Okay, it's this. So the light and dark brown need moved out. Let's move that too. Much better. Now to fix that being screwed up is this actually, and what layer is that on? This one. Okay, hopefully I didn't screw that up worse.
Oh, you did. You totally screwed that up.
I did. Could blend it by taking that and putting it here. With a lower opacity. Okay. Control Shift C. Control Shift V. Is this the one that screws up when I do a 90? I think it is. Oh, it didn't this time. How nice. That to the top. Okay, so now I got a stripe of what it should look like. So if I sample from that.
I must have to log into this site to actually buy it, right?
So as far as I know, PC Part Picker doesn't let you buy it directly on their site. So they're just listing prices from other sites like Amazon or whatever.
Great.
That's why I use it. It's because it does that. It gives you the best price across multiple sites. You don't have to go to all of them individually. Okay, then let's blur. Then a reasonable radius though, please. Let's try that. That works for me.
Looks like a shoreline to me.
Yeah, I think so too. Still not 100% happy with the browns, but I don't want to spend 6 years on this. Not tonight. What's next? Do I animate it or not? I do. So we need to make it loop. So maybe we go 2 pixels in. So it'll be this frame, 2 pixels in, 1 pixel in, pixel back out, or 2 pixels out, and then this. That'd be the 4 frames. Sorry, I said that and didn't write it down. So 2 in, 1 in, 2 out, and then it loops back to 0. Sure, we'll do that. So we're going to take this as the original. Let's say save as. I'm going to say 2. This will be the second frame, right? And yes, I know we need to do these two, but let's do this one first. So this needs to go in 2. 1, 2. Save. One, 2. Save. 1, 2. Oops, that's not it. Save. And then the corner. It's going to be the hardest because it's not. You can't just go one direction. 1, 2, 1, 2. Save. That doesn't work at all. Crap. No. Open you again. What? It saved it? No. Why? That had to have been where the water was, right? No, it had to have been like that. Save. Okay, so now we're gonna move this. 1, 2. This thing is being a pain because somehow on another layer this is drawn in already. Where is that? Where is the green coming from? Okay. I was erasing it, but whatever. It didn't actually erase. Okay, so something doesn't line up over here. It's on the corner piece, probably. Yeah, so we need to get our B tool out, grab this, and draw that in. At 100% opacity, though. Save. Huh? Okay, and then something's wrong over here. Colors are off. From when I blurred it earlier. That seems better, except for something sticking out. That would have to be in the first one we did. Yep. Save it like that. Okay, so that'll be frame 2. Then we'll do another one, save as frame 3. And I'm gonna close all these. So we're on frame 3 now. And we'll do B1, save. B1, save. B1, save. And then the corner piece. Save, but then we need to edit it to fill in the blanks here. Save. Looks like it lines up everywhere. Save. Let's also, on this frame, to give it a look of the waters rushing in and getting deeper, this lighter color should get narrower, I think. Bless you, Barry.
Thank you.
Let's do that. Save. We went 2 with that. Save. guys. Let's do that. And this is the one we need to edit. This stupid part over here. Stop it. Save. Okay, so that's our third frame. Save this, and then the last one, save as Tech 4. And this is the one that's going to go back out to. So it's like the waves rush in, slow down, and then rush out. That's the thought, at least. Okay, and back over here. And just start the rush back out. So we're gonna take both. Oh, I can't take both. Both layers. Move them back out too. Yep. And this one. And this is the difficult one. We need to go down, over. Down, over. Down, over. We'll stop there with that. See how it tiles now, because that's going to screw with the tiling a little bit. Seems to be okay. Okay, let's try it in game now. So, gotta take and enter all those new tiles, right? New assets. Okay, so for all of these, they need the same settings. Oh, 128. Multi, tight works, 32-bit, point, apply. Our first one's already got its sprites assigned to it, right? So it's there. There's sprite editor here, slice, cell size, 128, 128. There we go. Okay, let's get that one. Let's grab this one, sprite editor. Slice, apply, slice, and apply. Okay, so now we can go into this, grab this tile here. Okay, so we know it's this one. This is actually a little easier than the way it originally was. I can collapse these down to find the right frame within the animation. And they're all in the same spot within the sprite sheet then. Okay. I'm only going to do the one for right the moment. Not because I'm not going to do them tonight, but because I want to go test it and see how it looks before I drag everything around. Please play. We're saying it's speed of 10, so... speed's way too high still. But it definitely has the feel of an wave action. Oh, the wave's lapping up on it, I think. So it's out, wow. Ah, okay. Let's change that speed. Let's cut it in half, actually. Let's see what that does to it. So minimum speed 5, maximum speed 5. So our time doesn't matter. Sprite collider is fine. I think that's appropriate. So like these just always had a constant steady blue line on it. I don't get that. It's supposed to represent that it's wet there all the time. Okay. My blue is very blue too. Very blue. Let's try these other ones now. What am I got going here? So let's get the palette picker tool. This one. It's supposed to be a variation, right? The bump out, it looks like. So let's grab the bump out one. Let's see. So we got 2. We need 3. And then 4. 5, 5. Okay. I don't know if there's a bump in variation of this. At least there wasn't in an example here. Where is this thing located? Hello!
Sorry, it's always kind of loud when I unmute my mic.
Just in my ears. That's all.
So I think I might be going with something else instead of the one that I built.
Oh, really? You talked yourself out of it, huh?
Yeah,
Why?
because I don't like having to go through 1,000 different stores.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you. So on that site, you can tell it, here's the store, like you can go into the preferences and tell it, here's the stores I want to buy from. Like, I don't, what is it, PC Outlet or some crazy place that they've got on there. I just take it out of my preferences and it leaves me like with Amazon, Newegg, and I don't know, a third one that I would actually buy from. And then when I get zeroed in, now if I wanted to buy it all from one, I would just see which one's the cheapest for most of the parts and then go with that one. So you can kind of game it, basically.
That's the other one.
Oh, you build it right on their site, okay. Oh, just
No, I didn't
pre-built, huh?
build this. Yeah, this one's pre-built. This is the other one I was looking at that I was contemplating.
Bigger hard drive, right?
Yep, by a terabyte.
It does have a 240 gigabyte SSD drive, so what we talked about, you might run into space
Right.
issues at some point, so just keep that in mind.
Windows 10 comes preloaded though, so that's a bonus.
Right.
No 8 hours of watching it download.
Oh, you still have to watch it download all the updates. Oh. Better graphics card. 1080
Yeah.
Ti.
Yeah.
It is more change though, right?
Yeah, about $600-ish more.
Does it have keyboard and mouse? I'm not looking at all the details here yet.
Yes, it does.
All that
Yeah,
other
it
stuff
does.
that you got. Just
It's
trying
a
to compare for
crappy
you.
one, but I mean, Not like I can't just run to the store and get some.
I don't.
Honestly, the only thing that truly matters to me is the core system itself. Otherwise, TV I have, keyboard and mouse, I could either use my current one or go out and buy a new one.
Yep. Ooh, special features, liquid cooling. Might be a little quieter. Now, is that liquid cooling for just the processor? Looks like
I believe so.
Looks like it from the picture they have there.
But it also looks like there's enough fans in the back that it's not going to have to really worry about it that much.
Right, so the newer video cards, like this one would be, they're basically a big blower out the back of your computer. Like the slot that it goes in out the back is just air vents for the heat to go out.
All right.
Although for like most games you play, a 1080 Ti is not gonna go anyway because it's not gonna ramp up for most things. Now if you're playing like Tomb Raider or whatever, maybe like the new Tomb Raiders and
Grand Theft Auto probably will kick it up a little bit.
It's a 1080 Ti though. Space Engineers, that sucker's gonna take off like a jet. So that's what I've got now is a 1080 Ti.
That's what I truly can't wait for is to play Space Engineers and see what it truly looks like.
I'm gonna take a look back at your other list again. I want to compare the processor. Oh, it's the same processor even.
Yeah, it's the same processor. The only thing that's pretty much different is the hard drive and the amount of RAM. I pretty much doubled the amount of RAM. Oh, and the graphics card. No,
you didn't double the amount of RAM. The RAM you had in your other one, you had 2 packs of 8 each. So you had two packs of 8. So you had 32. So you had 2 16 kits, right?
I thought it was 2 of 8.
Right, it's 2 8 on the first one you had on there, and 2 of 8 on the second one you had on there. So you were buying 4 8 modules.
Okay, so not any more gigs of RAM.
So basically, the main difference is the hard drive's going to be different, right? I don't know what their SSD is. It doesn't really say, I don't think. Yeah, it says 240 gigs, so who knows what kind brand it is. You've got a bigger solid hard drive, like the old traditional hard drives, on it. You've gone from a 1070 to a 1080 Ti, which there's a price bump in that, so that might be some of what you're seeing.
Right.
Where's it good? So, video card benchmarks. This is the site I use. In here, so 10. And come on, numpad. 1070 is listed on this as an average of $299. 1080 Ti is listed at an average of $779. So there's about $400 some more for a 1080 Ti. Now, the reason I went to this site specifically is the 1080 Ti, its performance benchmark numbers are 14204 versus the 1070, which was 11301. So there's not a great big huge difference between the two, but there is a difference, right?
Right.
You I guess you don't want to buy one for 80 years, so that'll help you in that cause. The only thing that would be newer that's out is the 20 series, which has the ray tracing, but I don't see that being a thing for quite a while. Like being a thing that you have to have. It'll just be an option you can turn on in the games to do it. Back to this. Wait, that's the wrong corner. We don't have that corner yet. Dang it.
I don't know. I think it'll suit my needs.
And then some.
Yeah.
Your money, right? You can do whatever you want with it. I would say you could probably get it cheaper if you build it all those parts yourself, but I don't know. Actually, wait. Let's do this. Is that the part picker site up? I don't. Let me open it again. We just said the main difference is the graphics card, right? Let's use PC
Right.
part picker to find video card. Edit. Video card. We're gonna remove that. And add 1080 Ti if I can find it in the list. 1080 Ti. What brand was it? Do you remember? In the new one you sent me, the graphics card. If it even said, it may not.
NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti 11GB GDD R5X. Was that too much?
It actually didn't say the brand, unless it's an NVIDIA specific one.
Yeah, it says NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti 11GB.
Wonder if it means it's a Founders Edition, because it doesn't look like a Founders Edition. It looks like some third-party one from the picture. Well, we'll just go with whatever. We'll say it's a gigabyte.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything on the sides, so.
So what's that do to the price for you? It takes your price up to 23 on the PC part picker list.
Huh.
2340. And the hard drive was different, right? So it was a 3 terabyte drive.
Yeah.
Add storage.
Sorry to like be taking
You're
over
fine.
your stream.
You're fine. So $89 or $85. You're still at $233.66. But they build it for you, right?
Right.
So if you're not comfortable with that,
Which I really truly am not. I mean,
Okay.
I can. It's not the fact that I don't know how. It's just I don't want to screw up that much parts.
there is some level of that, and it makes
Because
sense.
I know if I bend one of those pins on that processor,
Yeah.
that's it.
So, I've built several PCs for myself and other people. It is possible to bend them back, I found out. It's not
Yeah.
something that makes you want to go, I can do this. But
Yeah,
yeah, you can.
I'd just rather not take the risk. If they screw it up, they can just run over to the warehouse and grab a new one. Okay,
Right.
I don't have that luxury.
When I built my specific PC that I have now, I think it was this one. Bought the CPU, bought the motherboard, bought all the parts at once, right? They all come. That's like Christmas for me when parts come. I put the thing together. Won't boot. Okay, what's going on? I end up finding out that the processor that I bought needed a different motherboard BIOS. It was compatible, like it said on the site it would work, but you need to update the BIOS. Guess what you need to update a BIOS? A CPU that works with that motherboard, right? So I'm stuck. What do? I call them. They say, "Well, yeah, you need a new thing. Put in a different CPU." I'm like, I don't have an extra CPU laying around here to do this. So I ended up having to send it to them for like a couple weeks. I'm without my new system is just like dead, right? Eventually I got it all working, but it was just like Christmas gets ruined, right? Because can't play with the toy on Christmas.
See, and it's reasons like that. Could you imagine if that would happen to me? I think I would officially have kittens, okay?
Your kid would love that. Daddy had kittens today. Get a kitten now.
Plus, not only that, I'm not the patient person. You know that, Tech.
What's the shipping time on that thing?
I think it's 2 days to any FedEx holding place.
Well, there you go. This weekend you get a new gaming PC.
Yeah.
Assuming you had your check.
Free 2-day shipping to 12,000 different convenient FedEx places.
Well. Oh, how much is the shipping for the whole system? That's what you're not seeing on there.
It's free.
Well, fuck. May not have been. Wait, you just said free, didn't you? I'm not paying that close attention.
I did
apparently.
totally just say.
I'm sorry, Barry. Doing too much at once. That was funny though.
Yeah, my taxes need to hurry up and get on my card now.
Before that thing goes out of stock on you. Or raises in prices.
Oh man, if it does, I will be so much salt.
There'll be an earthquake in Taiwan and it'll raise the prices of RAM. No joke, that happens. Ah, I clicked on the wrong thing. One misclick and I have to start this process over. Okay, I need to set these at 5. I didn't do that for one of the other ones, I don't think. Dang it. Actually, all the water ones should be set at 5. That's how I'll fix it. Kidding me? Unity, why? They're all the same properties. Let me get the new ones only, I guess.
Ooh, it qualifies for next business day.
Ooh.
Delivery. Ooh.
Is it free still?
I don't know. I had that. Let me see. Add to cart. Ooh, that's. Hold on. You quit putting stuff on my screen.
Okay, let's grab this one next. Let's grab this one. Let's lock it this time so I don't click on that again.
Okay, there it is. 3 business days for free. If I want it tomorrow, it would be another $144. So
Ouch.
I think I can wait 3 days for.
Yeah. Especially considering you don't even have the check yet that you're after.
Right.
Okay. Such a slow process. Come on. If anyone from Unity ever watches this on Twitch or YouTube, it'd be really awesome if there was some type of navigation history button that you could use to click back on the inspector. Undo clicking on the wrong thing. Thank you. You can send the check to me. That wonderful idea. Be also very awesome if I could select multiple rule tiles at once, because they all have the same basic properties. Allow me to change the speed on all of them at once.
Ooh, free 2-day shipping to that FedEx place. Huh. But it's limited time offer. It's how limited?
Just until tax refunds start coming back to people. When they know they're going to sell a lot.
Offer valid January 28th to February 17th. Ooh, that's going to be cutting it close. Okay, they got 11 days to put my stuff on my card.
I'd be getting my tax refund and all that, but I got a 10.99 from Twitch here, not for streaming on Twitch, but for the Minecraft mod, for like the whole $20 I got an Amazon gift card. They sent me a 10.99 for it. 2 days later, I got an email saying, "Oh, we screwed up your 10.99. Wait before you file your taxes. We're gonna send you another one in a couple weeks."
Oh my god!
So for like $20, right? Just that I can see it when I switch to debug view. Did I ever find a way, so someone sent me a message, did I ever find a way so that a mono variable can be serialized but hidden, such that I can see it when I switch to debug view? Not sure what he means by that. I should be back.
Who?
Andrew from Below the Stone. They're another developer on Twitch. Making a game called Below the Stone. They're probably streaming right now too, to be honest with you, because their Discord says there. Okay, so I've got all of those ones that we've built tonight ready in the game. Let's play it. Walk over there. Watch our beautiful animation animate. They're animating at different speeds or something, so not pulsing together. Yeah, these side ones are like way faster. Let's fix that, I guess. Come on. This tool. Yep. It has a variable speed on them. That kind of made a cool effect, though. Like they weren't all synced up.
Right.
Yeah, that's better. Extreme zoom mode.
Extreme close up. Whoa. Oh my god, we got this guy at work who I swear to God looks exactly like Wayne from Wayne's World. I swear to God. We've even started calling him Wayne.
That's cool.
And he totally doesn't get it either. You know, he's like
Too
"Why
young
you guys
for it
keep
or what?"
calling me-" Yeah, exactly.
That's even
really
better
good.
then, right?
I mean, we were at least nice and told him about the movie, you know. So we were like,
Oh, okay.
you know, we told him to go watch it if he wanted to get the joke, but he's a good sport, though. He takes it all with a grain of salt.
Wait, this means if I go over to the other shoreline, it should be updated there as well. Forgot I had 2 more shores in here.
You would think that would be the case. Is that like the fastest he runs?
For right now, yeah. Everything in this is such a prototype at this point. It's not even funny. I'm almost thinking that blue for the blue water is too dark. Maybe I should lighten up a little bit. But maybe once
The
I get
stuff along the shore?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely too dark. Dark water would be deep water.
Right.
Like if you've ever been to the ocean, you can tell right where like the continental shelf drops off because it's like dark
Oh.
blue.
I haven't been out that far in the ocean. Not like hundreds of miles out, no.
Well, it's not hundreds of miles. I mean, some places along the shore, it's actually like not that far out.
I've
You go a couple of 100 feet out and you're already there.
been in the ocean in a jet skis. Probably is. No, I've been in a boat, but it was not intended to go into deep water. It was like one of those parasail things. Somebody was parasailing. I was on the same boat.
Okay.
You know what those like the parachute that they pull behind the boat? One of those deals
Right.
that goes along the shore. That's the furthest out in the ocean I've been, I think.
Well, I've never even been on the ocean. I've only seen it, really.
Ah.
Plus, not only that, but when I was younger, I learned a lot about the ocean because I wanted to be an oceanographer.
Okay. Live in the middle of the country.
Right. Well, when I realized that I lived in the middle of a non-oceany place, you know, that kind of killed my dreams.
I mean, you can move, but yeah.
I'm a poor person, Tech. I can't move.
You can make it work. The I kind of knew what you meant when you said oceanographer, but I'm not sure what they do. Like they map stuff, right?
Yeah, they map the ocean, pretty much the bottom of the ocean.
Don't take this the wrong way, but are there parts that aren't? Oh, the bottom of the ocean.
The bottom.
I was gonna
of
say,
the
are
ocean.
there parts that's not mapped at this point with satellites and stuff? But yeah, the bottom makes sense.
There is a boatload of the ocean that hasn't even been scratched yet.
Was that an intentional pun? Because if not, that's amazing. Because you said there's a boatload of them.
No, it wasn't intentional, but I mean,
Works though.
I won't deny it.
Let's save this one. We're going to go back into Unity. Going to this one. Open. We're going to just click randomly over here. 128. 128. Apply. What did you say to me?
Yeah, if I had an extreme bucket list, I think the top of it would be to go to a place where only 3 human beings have ever been.
The bottom of the ocean?
Mm-hmm.
Marianas
The bottom
Trench?
of the bottom of the Challenger Deep Trench in the Marianas Islands.
That would be an experience for sure. I don't know that it might be neat to be there, but I don't know how I would handle being there. If that makes sense. Like,
Oh, I'd be plenty scared. Don't get me wrong.
okay, good. Because it's a lot of pressure. Like, if that thing pops, you
Well,
probably won't know you're dying.
I was just gonna say the bright side of that coin is if something bad was to happen, it would happen so quickly I wouldn't even realize what happened.
Yeah, like your front of your face would meet the back of your head instantaneously, and your feet would be through your ears probably. Just as that much pressure on
No.
you would just
No,
crush you
You
instantly.
don't quite understand. Okay, let's put it this way. When they went to the Titanic, and when Robert Ballard dove down there in the Alvin submarine, he took a little styrofoam cup or a styrofoam cup and put it in between the pressure hatches in the top of the sub.
Oh, it crushed the
And
thing. Yeah, I remember that.
When
That
when
was
he
the
got
pressure
back,
inside
that
the
thing-
sub, though, right?
That was the pressure that would have been like at the bottom where he was.
Oh, if he was outside the sub.
Right, if it was outside the sub. But he literally took it out, and it was the size of a shot glass.
I remember
Oh my
was
god! It literally just
Something?
killed it.
something from back then, like when they did that. They add pressure inside the sub too to help counteract the pressure outside, so it doesn't crush it as easy.
Right.
And I think like they'd open a pop, right, and they would open it, and it wouldn't be any fizz at all because it was just so much pressure keeping all the carbonation in the pop.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to watch all those National Geographic specials when I was a kid. Like I seen the one where he discovered the Titanic, which
Yeah.
in actuality he was not actually going to look for the Titanic. That was just a ploy. In case you didn't know that.
He did not. What was he going to look for?
I think he was going to look for the Kursk, the Russian submarine that sank around that time.
Really? Huh.
Mm-hmm. Or no, that's right. He was going to look at a U.S. submarine that had sunk to decipher why. I think it was either the Thresher or the what's that other one? I can't remember the other one's name, but that's what it was. The U.S. government had funded his expedition so that he could go look at that, but they used the Titanic as the reason.
They used the
So the-
Titanic as the reason for why they funded it.
Yeah, for why he was actually going out instead of saying, "Well, I'm going out to look for this U.S. nuclear submarine that sank."
Oh, okay. Completely forgot about this one. Oops. Light. We need the other color. Okay. And then this W needs to be bigger. I say 4 at least. We need 2 more layers.
There. That's the story. And he's only able to talk about it because they finally declassified it all.
I guess I hadn't heard any of that then. I'll have to check that out when I'm done.
Yeah.
Because that sounds interesting to me.
Yeah, I watch a lot of documentaries. Like, that's the reason I know so much random information. It's just because I think I've watched just about every documentary there is on YouTube.
Let's expand one more. There we go. So let's save this. That becomes this. Now, how am I going to get that into the other ones in a way that I can update them easily? There's probably no easy way to do that. I could put it in another document, that'll do it. Okay. So I'm going to save that for another time because it's getting too late and I got kids off to bed. So let's see who is streaming. I think Below the Stone still streaming. Let's find out. Yep. Let's raid them. I will see everybody tomorrow. Bye. Once it lets me fade down. Bye.